Hi, and welcome to Musicians Hangout with your hosts, Crash Fistfight, the Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It's so great to be back. And oh my gosh, have we got an awesome night planned for all of you. All right, I'll go over our mission statement and then we'll introduce our guest host for tonight. All right, so Musicians Hangout mission statement is to create a revolution, to create friendships with other artists, and build a community network to save music.
And that's what we're trying to do. So tonight, our guests, So tonight, our guests are Eloy from England. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
They're streaming from Liverpool, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Home of the Beatles.
Crazy. So we've never had anyone from Liverpool. And you are the youngest guest we ever had. So welcome. We want to hear all about you and how you got started with your journey as musicians. So would you like to introduce yourselves and then tell us how you got started in music?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Matilda and I'm 12 years old and I'm the singer and the drummer, basically.
And I'm Rose. I'm 14. I'm the guitarist, bassist, and I do backing vocals and lead vocals sometimes.
Nice.
Very cool. So how did you, when did you start playing your instruments?
So I actually started off when I was about, 9 or 10 or something. I got into the Ramones very deeply. And I was like, I want to play guitar. So, because our dad was a guitarist in a Liverpool group.
Yeah.
So I started getting he started to teach me the basics of it. Because I actually stopped for a while. I lost interest for a short period of time where I didn't want to play anymore. And then I really picked up and I haven't stopped since.
That's awesome.
It's just, yeah.
And it happens. I was going to say, it happens to lose interest sometimes, but
go ahead. Just started off doing small Ramones covers and stuff, and then from there on, it just really picked up because it was really fun.
Because we started doing these small covers for fun, as she said, but then we started to see how much people really liked them and really appreciated it and thought it was, so exciting to see young people doing music. Because I was not that old when we started, so I was 10, you were 8 or 9 or something. So you can imagine what people thought about.
That is cool. And the Ramones too. You couldn't have picked a better band.
We listened to them when we were really young because our dad was such a big fan. So
yeah, and one of the ways that I really became a proper fan of them was driving in the back of my auntie's car in California, and we'd listen to a whole of the Ramones discography, and I just thought, wow, it's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Your family listens to some really good music. I'm just gonna put that out there. Starting your kids off right. That's great.
So it sounds like the Ramones are one of your influences. Who else do you follow? Yeah. Who else are influencers to you in music?
So we both like different things, but our main things that we both are the Clash, the Sex Pistols.
Yes.
We also like the MC5. We really do like Slade. Who else? Thin Lizzy. They're definitely a big one.
Oh my gosh, Thin Lizzy. Yes.
We've done a few Thin Lizzy covers, and we did a live stream. Well, we put videos forward for a live stream for an unveiling of the Phil Lynott Monument. So it was a Thin Lizzy streaming event.
That's
very cool. Nice.
That is cool.
So you mentioned Sex Pistols. I saw that you met Paul Cook recently.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done it twice in the past 5 months.
Dude, that's awesome.
Really? That's awesome. Very cool. So tell us a little bit about your project, Yi Loi. So how did you get your name, Yi Loi?
So it means two girls in Cantonese.
because we're both half Chinese.
Dude, that's awesome.
I love that.
It's like really simple, but it sounds like really cool in like a different language.
And it looks
does.
good on badges and stickers and things. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
short. And
Yeah, it's good on merch.
Dude, that is a really cool story.
Yeah, easy to remember. You know, people will find it catchy.
It is catchy.
Yes, short and snappy. It's good.
I like
Yes.
music.
Short
Yes.
and snappy. Love it.
I like that.
Love it.
Yeah, very cool.
Mm.
So tell us a little bit about what you have done so far with your music career. So you said that you've played some online events. What else have you done?
We've never really played live before. We've done we've only ever done our videos, because what we originally did was, before we advanced in technology, we'd record over in a storage barn, like just basically live, with just through amps and all that. But then we advanced to a recording software called Reaper. That started at the beginning of lockdown. Actually, that was our lockdown project. But the increased quality of the sound has just been great. People have picked up on the fact that it just sounds fantastic, and it's just at home with us. There was no having to sit in a recording studio or anything. It's right there.
And we put out an album.
We put out an album in lockdown because that was our lockdown project.
What's your album called?
No One Eats for Free.
It's called No One Eats for Free. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. No
that-
audience for free.
We put that out on vinyl.
Yeah, on vinyl. It came out on CD in Asia, and it was you can get it on our Bandcamp site and everything.
And it's on like Spotify and everywhere and stuff.
So
Very cool.
check them out. Buy their record.
That's awesome.
And we just put out a single.
Oh,
We just put out a single.
We
saw
posted
that.
about 2 days ago.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw your single. Get to
And
work.
what is your single
some
called?
Do some work.
Do some
do some work.
That's a catchy tune.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
really, really
It's
good.
Yeah.
good.
So we're just trying to like push that and get everyone to like just listen to it.
It's digital only. We would have liked to have done like a 7-inch like vinyl single, but the way time works out, we want to get something out because we just finished. Well, not just finished, but a couple months ago we finished recording our EP. What is it? 6 or 7 tracks or something? 6-track EP, I think, that will be out on vinyl hopefully soon. But
there's a vinyl shortage, so we can't get it out.
ever since coronavirus.
Yeah, no, it's
so we're just
true,
waiting for that.
I was gonna drop an album, but we were gonna do it only on vinyl. But like you said, there's a vinyl shortage. So
There is. It's racked up for like months, in fact, if you want to get on vinyl. Yeah, I've heard of that.
yeah.
Well, and that's the way that music is going now. It's not so much all of the online streaming, and we're going back to the classic vinyl, and I love that. It's one of my favorite ways to listen to music.
Mine too, yeah.
Mine too, but I don't have a record player. I know.
I'm gonna get you one.
Even if it's like one of those ones that it's in a box and you just like looks like a little suitcase and you open it up.
Oh, those are really
My
popular.
first
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
got
one
a
of those.
couple of those for my niece and my nephew for Christmas last year. I got them the little suitcase record players, and they absolutely love them. And now it's easy to get them, little gifts with just buying them a vinyl.
Yeah. Get him a 7-inch.
Yeah, we started off with like a small suitcase one, and
then I couldn't stop collecting them.
I
You have.
do.
I'm talking records, not record players, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think.
Oh, gotcha.
How many records do you have? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. It's
How many?
loads.
Either.
keeps getting bigger.
Well, and one of the things that I love about vinyl the most is the album art. So do you
Yeah,
have some album art that's already picked out for your vinyl?
Oh yeah, we've got them for our album. I don't have one on hand,
That's all right.
but we have them picked out for the EP as well.
Sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Did you just
we make them like
yourself, or do you have that design?
No, we had our uncle took the no, hold on. Our photograph for the album was a still that my mum had taken during a recording or something, and then my uncle just did like some things on the computer of putting like text on and stuff, and just helped with design. And then for our EP cover, our uncle just shot the photograph, and same thing happened with that one.
I love that your family is so supportive.
Yeah, they seem really supportive.
Yeah, like your family, you got a cool ass family. Like, come on, kids, let's go record, and I'm going to teach you how to do this. And have you ever heard of the Ramones?
So I wanted to shout out to Johnny Ketchup because he is our friend in the music scene that introduced us to you and got us connected. So I wanted to shout out to him and Fritz. Hey, Johnny. Thanks for joining us tonight. Woo!
And
I saw that he's in one of your.
There you go. I love that.
Love it.
Yeah, he sent us your video. I want to be like Johnny. That's how he introduced us to you.
Yes,
that was our first single.
Yeah,
and I was just like, yes, and I was like, yep, I love these girls. Like, they can throw down. How do we get them on the show?
Yeah, you can rip it up. Seriously, it's pretty rocking. So,
thank you.
Johnny influenced you for this single. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you meet Johnny, and how were you influenced to write your single about him and have him featured in a video?
Our single's written about Johnny Ramone, of the Ramones.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we didn't meet Johnny Ketchup until like last year, I think.
Oh, all right.
But the single is about Johnny Ramone, and not only like the whole style of Ramone's playing, which you can identify in how I play and move about, but it's also his work ethic, the way it was, no fuss, sort of straight ahead determination. I find that really inspirational. So that's why we wrote it.
Dude, that's awesome. And you know what? That's a really good, way to look at things. Like, just no fuss about it. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. It is. Yes. Yeah. And when you two are playing, you can tell that you're just having a blast.
Yeah. So Tilda, at what age did you start playing drums?
Oh, I think when was lockdown?
Well, when lockdown happened, wasn't it?
Yeah, when lockdown happened, when we're getting all the all the Reaper and stuff, and starting to build our recording software and
how
stuff.
We did it.
I just decided that I wanted to start drums because it wasn't
because whilst I was learning how to record using these things and engineer and that, she wanted to have another part of it. So she's like, I want to learn drums.
So I started learning drums, and then I had this small kid drum set. It was really small, and then for my birthday, I got the one that I have now. So it's just really cool. I get to play on it all the time.
Dude, that's
awesome. That is super cool. So
just 2 years ago, she learned to play drums.
Whatever, no big.
So Maxine and I are both drummers too.
We are. I might have a whole wall of guitars, but these are my husband's guitars. I play drums. And I played drums since I was 10. So it's been a long time that I've been playing drums. And I absolutely love it. So I'm glad that, you are also a percussionist. And if you haven't already, you can join a guild on Facebook called Drummer Girls United.
Yep.
We're both members of Drummer Girls.
Yes.
So we influence our young generation of drummer girls to join us.
Yeah, and it's a place where, girls can get together, talk drum stuff, and we build each other up. instead of smashing each other down. And we want to support each other.
Mm.
Girl
And that's
power.
why we do this. Yes, that's right. Girl power.
I'll be sure to join that later.
What was that?
Check it out.
I'll go join it later.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
Yes. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Rose 40, we also have women in engineering.
Oh,
And
that's
it's girls learning to record, like doing their own engineering, their album engineering and stuff. And it's like Drummer Girls United, but different, I guess, because it's about sound engineering. And yeah, we actually had the lady who had produced Prince's albums on one of our shows. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was super cool. We're connected with some pretty amazing women in the industry. And, I guess I don't know really how to say this without sounding old myself, but back in the day, it was really unheard of for women to be, recording and to be rocking out and to be owning their instruments and, like having all girl bands that could, keep up with the guy bands. And we are doing that now. So what an exciting time to be part of this revolution of music where it is much more open to everyone. I'm not going to lie. When I started out in the Pacific Northwest music scene, I was really intimidated of what other women would think of me or what they would say about me. And they have just been so nice and so sweet and so supportive. And I was super excited to be part of a sisterhood in music that helps lift other women up. So I hope that, that someday when you go out live, because it seemed to be a much more welcoming industry now than it was even 20 years ago.
I think that's just
so you've done, oh yeah, go ahead, Crash.
I have a question. Do you guys have all age venues over in England?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think so.
And are you looking forward to playing a live event?
Yeah.
Well, what we wanted to do before we ever went out and played was do a live stream sort of thing where we invited lots of family and friends over and then broadcasted it on whether it be on Facebook or YouTube or whatever to get kind of practice in it, having it go live. And then after that, whatever comes based on our confidence in it. But I really would like to play live. It is like an achievement.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that as a future goal for both of you. Being online and then you've built a very good fan base online that, you should have a really good show when you are playing out live in a venue. You'll have a lot of people show up, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be excited to see you in person.
Mm-hmm. Definitely something to look forward to.
And there's nothing like the audience interaction. Seriously. I mean, they can really, feed off of you and they'll feel your energy.
I was just going to say, it's that energy that you get when you connect with your audience. It is amazing. I absolutely love it.
In fact, we should have you all back on after you do that so we can hear about that experience because it is so awesome when you get to interact with fans.
Yeah.
And we also do a concert series.
We do.
And we should have you guys maybe pre-record because of the time difference. Pre-record a set and then we can play it live.
So we do the concert series via StreamYard just like we are right now.
Yeah.
And we have artists either play live or pre-record like Crash had said. And it's a pretty fun event. We'd love to have you part of that.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah.
We were talking. Go ahead. Go
a
ahead.
little bit about merch earlier. So, do you have some merch that's already made, or is it in the process of being made?
Yeah, we've had since well, we've had t-shirts with our logo on out for like a while. I think even before we put out the album, and then we got special t-shirts made for the album, which had
Ooh.
We have one for our single as well. Would be like Johnny.
but that was limited edition. But they've been they're
Okay.
available on our Bandcamp site, which we've had up for a while. We do stickers, but actually we're looking into making enamel badges because who doesn't love badges?
Oh, right.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Those will
Yeah, we
sell
have-
like hotcakes. Yeah.
We forgot to do that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the ticker. Yes. So I heard that you are available on Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube, and Facebook. Are there any other platforms that you utilize with your music?
We're actually trying to push our TikTok at the moment. That's run
Okay,
around
yeah. do so.
TikTok.
We've got an Instagram page. We've got individual Instagram pages too. Our music's available on pretty much
I think
any
it's like everything,
any streaming
Like-
service.
like Apple and
Okay.
Pandora.
I was gonna say, yeah, Apple, iHeartRadio.
Yes.
yeah, I think it's pretty much everywhere. So we just try
Fabulous.
just push it everywhere.
Yeah, that's the best way to get your music out there for sure. Well, very
And-
cool. So after you do like a live show, would you consider going on tour? And if you were to go on tour anywhere, like your dream tour, where would you go?
Oh gosh,
I don't know because like
I haven't really thought about a tour that is. I mean, I'd like to do America.
yeah,
And
Well,
possibly
we would
South
love it if you guys came to America.
Oh yeah, we'd come see you if you came. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
thinking,
yeah.
thinking very big now, but like every band likes Japan.
Yeah,
Yes, they
I
do.
would love to play Japan so bad.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Japan as well. I think we've got plans to do that sometime in the future, hopefully. But
Oh yeah, that is awesome.
Crowds are super fun and very respectful too. Sometimes, depending on areas that you're in, people get a little too crazy and a little too grabby. They'll like want to touch you. They'll want to touch your hair. They just want to have a little piece of you. And in Japan, they're very reserved and they're very respectful of your space. And that's what I've heard from artists that have toured different places. So Japan would be really cool.
Plus, it's Japan.
If you make it over to the States, you got to do the Pacific Northwest, the Seattle area, down
Dude,
into
They
parts of California.
will love you guys.
Oh yeah,
You guys have the
And do you
sound that is very
consider-
fitting.
yeah. Speaking of sound, do you consider yourselves punk? Like, what's your genre?
Yeah.
like
pop punk.
pop punk. But then we've also
Okay.
we have not like pop punk, but like yes, pop punk. I don't know how to explain it, but we do try and merge all of our inspirations, but they come from different things. Because I'm not that greatly into thrash punk. I'm not going to like sit here and pretend that I love every music genre kind of thing. But I like classic rock as well. So in some of our songs, especially the stuff on the EP, I think it really shows us putting the many things that we like together and our influences.
I think it's amazing that you girls have different likes as far as band and music, but you each bring what you like to the table and are able to merge it together with, like you say, no fuss. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys ever argue about music things?
Oh, from occasional like, oh, that doesn't sound good, but I think it sounds good kind of thing. That's one of the only things that we argue about music-wise.
So do you think it's easier to play with your sister?
Definitely, because you
Yeah.
can think.
I think it's just because we live in the same house and we see each other like every day.
Yes.
Because I'm
Connected.
not saying we're the same person, but we are very connected because we're siblings. But I feel if we did it with somebody else, you'd have to take time to get to know them, what they like, what they don't like.
Right.
Yeah.
Ready.
And see, and that's the hard part, is because sometimes you don't mesh very well with, strangers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It can be, a toss up when you're meeting, when you're trying out for a new band. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it is nice that you're under the same roof. You can,
And it's
organize
also hard to,
it's easy.
yeah, it's also hard to find other girls, like girls our age, who play like what we're like aiming for. Being sisters, and that we've got like the same goal of like wanting to mix our music, but it's just hard to find people out there these days. I mean, where we live, it's just kind of difficult.
Yeah.
We heard the same thing from Danny Six in Ireland. He said the same thing.
Must be a common experience then.
Right. So what else?
That's so cool that you are sisters, and that it doesn't cause a lot of friction in the band, because sometimes there is sibling rivalry. So that's really refreshing to hear that it really works for you two, and that you just have fun with creating music together. That's super cool.
Yeah.
So outside of Japan, if you could play anywhere else in the world, what venue maybe? Do you have like a concert hall that you want to play, like your ultimate goal?
Ones that aren't closed down by now.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Right.
That too.
I mean, in the future,
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of the iconic ones, but the amount that are open still is very, very little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If CBGBs was still CBGBs, I'd love to play there. That would be
Right.
And that was so great.
That sounds rad.
Yeah, when I went to New York, CBGBs.
So you've
was already
gotten
closed.
to meet, Oh, that's lame. So you've already met some famous people. Who else do you want to meet? Like, what are some celebrities that you would be most excited to mingle with?
I want to meet Steve Jones really badly. Like,
Yeah.
a big influence of mine, and also just I think he's a very funny guy. I'd like to meet him. What about you? Anybody?
I don't know. Probably the same, because it's just funny.
They have to be alive?
No, they don't have to be alive. They can be anyone. This is like total fantasy world.
Yeah.
Of course, all of the Ramones, definitely. All the Ramones. And I don't know.
Right.
Biggest influences, and with no Ramones, there'd be no Eloy.
Right.
Well, we've met CJ.
Yeah, we met CJ.
Oh, that's...
And we're hoping to do stuff with him in the future when we come to America.
I also like to meet Joe Strummer of The Clash, because
yes.
I think he's a great guy. But my dad used to hang out with The Clash back in the day, and he says he was like a great guy. So
that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, you got some good connections, girls. Nice.
Yeah. Cheers. And this is coffee.
Yeah, it's morning for us, so we're drinking coffee.
We just
What time is it over there in Liverpool right now?
It is 5:30, so we just ate dinner before we came on here.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's 9:30 here.
For your writing experience. So tell us a little bit about the process when you're writing. How do you begin your writing process?
Well, sometimes it just starts off with like just a small like riff or something,
or a phrase. Like Tilda will like say a phrase and well, basically, it shouldn't be, but it is. But we're split up into two sections. There's the music writing, and there's the lyric writing. Even though Tilda can come to me with musical ideas, and I'll come with lyric ideas occasionally. So I'll hear something or think, how do I want to change this, and I'll build slowly off of it. But it is teamwork, and we also work with our dad a bit, who does help. And yeah, like art with lyric writing, so we can tell you that like it comes from family sayings. Like no one eats for free is a family saying. Do some work is another family saying as well.
I love that.
That's cool.
No one eats for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's mostly just from like experiences, because I mean we don't really have anything else to write about except
we couldn't write about, like, you can't write about what you don't know about. We just write about what we know.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and as you grow older, you're going to get more, experience in the world to write about too. That'll be really fun to watch as you both grow into that. That's sweet. I love that. And I'm going to say it again. I just love how much influence your family has in this. Like it's a whole family effort to help you along your musical journey. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we normally ask musicians on the show some stories that they have from, tours, from concerts, but I think that you girls could share some of your stories from your family. What crazy stories do you have to share with us?
One of the songs off of our album is ZWT, which stands for Zombie War Truck, which is our dad's pickup truck, is what you call them.
Yes.
So one of the lyrics is like, "Dad's been drinking beer." It's just we just write about things that we laugh about. It's just not all of it's jokey, but like try and keep it up and that. Crazy stories? I don't know if we have any crazy stories.
Well, too young for that, I guess. Just wait too young.
We're quite like low budget, so most of our songs, a lot of them, like the singing, like vocals, will be like recorded in a wardrobe,
padded out with duvets.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've got like I think there's some photos of that, because everything's just DIY.
And you won't believe the lighting that we do in our videos will be family members holding lights, and we record all the videos on one iPhone. No professional cameras, just one phone.
I believe it.
Edit it on the computer.
I do believe that the technology now is amazing. I can't believe what we can do with our cell phones now. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but it's just how DIY we've done it. My guitar was recorded in the sound baffles were made out of suitcases.
Nice. Really?
But I feel like the do-it-yourself albums and stuff, number one, you get really super creative. Like, okay, well, this, how we're going to make it sound like it's not echoing, and it's experiences that you can't really get in like a recording studio, because you have, your sound engineer and they do it all for you. So I like your guys' process way better.
I love that. Do you ever take pictures of your family members holding the lights and the cameras? And because you should document that.
There's only one camera, so I couldn't photograph everybody else doing it.
Oh,
but,
I'm sure there's some.
There's probably some somewhere, but
behind the scenes.
Yes, behind the scenes.
Fans love that stuff. They really do.
They really do.
Yeah, you could almost start a documentary about your journey, because it's been, I want to say 2 years. So we shut down back in 2020. And you could start documenting, like your growth, because I think you're going big places, girls. I really do.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah. And coming from a place like you are, to do it yourself, it makes you more humble in the industry too, because you started out, at that level. and you had to work
Yeah.
your. And I have found that artists that are humble in the industry are much better to connect with, and they're just, down to earth. And I'd rather hang out with somebody that's humble than someone with a really big ego.
I don't like egos.
Me either. Just leave the ego out of it.
Yeah, no, we're all here to have fun.
Yeah.
Sharing our music and our process with you.
That's what
So
it's really
nature.
Family. That's why we call community network in our mission statement. It's because we want to have that community feel. We want to have that family feel, so that
Yeah,
everybody feels comfortable and safe within our group.
right. I was just going to say safe.
That's what I was saying about what's good about the DIY punk ethic kind of thing is the fact that because it's DIY, it's everyone's in it together. There's no sort of
everyone has to work together to make it work, and just.
So does your family give you guys like ideas on, what to do or lighting or?
yeah. They do input because they can see it and things, but we do have a picture in our mind of what we want, and couldn't do it without them.
Oh yeah. It takes a village, as they say.
Yes.
Earlier, you mentioned that your genre was closest to, I want to say, pop punk. Is that really popular in your area, or, where you're from?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
Gotcha.
You know how modern music is. I'm not.
Yeah.
Mainstream. No, mainstream music is definitely just as popular here as it is anywhere else. But
See.
I'm not big into the mainstream. Like when I listen to the radio, I listen to, I guess, the older music.
The classic rock of the 90s.
Classic rock.
yeah.
Because like some of the music that I hear that's coming out, I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of what they're
I'm not
doing.
like it either. No.
Yeah, I'm more into the local music scene, like than I know anything about mainstream. And people, have you heard of this band? No, well, they're on the radio. Okay, I don't listen to the radio.
I especially like when radio stations highlight local music. Sometimes our stations do that, like Loud and Local.
Loud and Local with KISW. Who they just featured. Voodoo Death Gun.
That. Yes! Who you're playing a show with that I'm coming to. Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited. Yes, I'm playing a show April 23rd.
So Crash just started a new band a few months ago, and they're going to be debuting later this month. So I get to go watch Crash and her new band, Moopsie, and I'm just so excited. So you'll see that Crash and I are on different screens because we're actually 60 miles apart. We're not in the same area. Like I am west of Seattle and Crash is north of Seattle.
North of Seattle.
Oh.
But I work in Seattle.
Yes, she commutes to work. So we normally ask guests what advice they have for artists. So what advice do you have for musicians that are just starting out on their journey?
Don't give up is one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That is great advice.
And I suppose I think any advice I'd give anyone. I think do what feels right for you. Don't be pressured to kind of appeal to
other people's ideas.
Other people, yeah, it has to be by you. I don't think you don't feel pressure to live up to other people's standards. Do you have any input?
I love that. You live by that. I can tell. I can tell that you play from that, from your heart.
Yeah. What about you, Tilda?
Yeah, just the same thing. Just like do what you do, and it'll just just keep going and it'll work out in the end, and just have fun while you're doing it.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, is have fun. Make sure you're having fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right.
Exactly. Yes.
Right. Yes.
So what are your classmates
You already
think of? What do your classmates think of you playing music?
They're not actually fans of the music itself, but they think it's cool what we're doing.
Yeah, they're really supportive of it.
Even if they don't understand it, they're like, it's great that what they're doing is like, they see the amount of people that see us, and they're like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Be like,
We got a lot
yeah,
of
we're
viewers.
kind of a big
lot
deal.
of followers. That is a big deal.
Yes.
In the online world, especially.
Mhm.
Yes. And your music is just fun. It's fun to listen to. Like, I absolutely love it.
Thank
But
you.
I love punk rock, so.
Well, and music has a way, just like history does, of repeating itself. And I think that you are on the brink of the right time to be in the genre that you're in, because it'll come back
Yes.
full circle and you'll be right there taking off with it.
Yeah, I sure hope it does come full circle. I would like to see more people with us.
Yeah.
You froze for a second, sorry.
Oh,
So-
yeah. We're having some connectivity issues and some delays too, but that's par for the course in the virtual world.
Yeah.
You've had to deal with that with some of your recording and live feeds yourself.
Yeah.
Gosh, I know.
So when you guys start
Sometimes
playing
during the
music, what are some bands that you would like to play with in the future?
Yeah.
Do you guys, have you got, well, I don't know, haven't really like set out what bands I'd like to play with, but we've had like offers from people who'd like to, if we were to do a tour or something, they'd like to either let us support them or them support us. Like, have you guys ever heard of Starcrawler?
No.
But they sound fun. Starcrawler, I'm looking them up.
Right.
Female singer, Arrow, is it, or something?
yes.
I think they are quite big. They'd offered if they were to do a UK tour or something like that. I really can't remember, that they'd let us support them or something like that. I haven't really thought about that kind of thing. I've just thought about the live streaming that. I think after we've sorted out whether we'd like to play live or not, like if we can, you know what I mean? That's when we start to think about stuff like that.
So is England still under lockdown?
No, we've been out of it since like last March. I think we went in and then we went out and then we were in again and then we're out.
It's so
You
confusing.
did it twice. You did a 2-time lockdown.
Yeah, last year. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh goodness, what a time in history it has been for all of us to live through. Seriously.
Right.
Well, and I've got to say, I'm a high school teacher, and I teach art. And something that I've noticed with this, younger generation as yourselves is that you're so resilient. You have taken this pandemic and everything that's happening in our world with so much grace. And I just really respect the youth that are growing up in our world. There's a lot of hope I see.
I agree.
Now
And I love that, during the lockdown, you ladies just dove into your music.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And you set some goals and you reached them. That's cool.
Yes.
Life gives you lemons. It was just perfect circumstance. Well, unfortunate circumstances, but we made good out of them.
Oh yeah. Out of the lemons, you made the best
Yeah,
lemonade.
you made the best out of a bad situation.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, and the lockdown was really hard for a lot of professional musicians that were on tour and that were, gaining speed in the industry.
Oh yeah.
Back in 2019, a lot of us were gaining a lot of speed in our industry, and then the lockdown happened, and it was either make or break you as an artist. And you guys made it.
Yeah, we know a lot of people who we know a lot of bands that didn't really make it through. They broke up.
Yeah, I can understand because many rely on the sales that you get from live shows and that. I don't think with the way that streaming goes nowadays that many bands can survive off of what they get from that. So I do think that lockdown was definitely good. No.
Yeah, there's not really money in music unless you're selling merchandise and you are making money off of live concerts. Yeah. Because there's very little money to be made streaming for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
fortunately for us,
times and you'll make a penny.
Fortunately for us, it's not what's it, monetary driven?
Right.
I don't know. Like
yes.
The money that's coming in from stuff like that is a bonus to it, okay? Because it is just fun, and the fact that there is a little bit of like sales coming in kind of thing is a positive, definitely. But it's never something that you should like set yourself to drive. You shouldn't be like, I want to do this.
Yeah, there's no money.
I want to do this and make money.
This is not
that kind of ruins it.
There's a joke,
the wrong way to go about it.
The joke is there's two musicians walking down the street. One's a guitarist, and the other one doesn't have any money either. Because it's musicians. There's no money in music. We do it for fun.
Yeah.
We do it to share our passion with our audience, our fans.
Well, we do it to share our art. We're all artists. Yes. It's a way to showcase our art and share it with everybody. Yeah. So I was going to ask you if you were to make a live action music video, what would that look like? Have you pictured that in your mind before, what you would do with that? Other than, the basic videos that you're making right now, if you had an unlimited budget, what would you do for your video?
Wow.
That's a good question.
I really, I don't know. I'm trying so hard to think about this.
We're good at asking questions, obviously.
That's a great. I do answer something going to be asked a question like that. Do you have any ideas about like?
Yeah, until this.
I could almost. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Something that told a story, because sometimes we've done a couple where we've told a story through the little edited video bits in it, but I'd like one that would tell a story. I don't know what the story would be about or how it would tell it, but I'd like something like that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, because songs are stories essentially.
I've been fortunate enough to make several music videos with a really amazing producer. And his name is Alex Chandler of Chandler Media and Design, sorry. And that's what I envisioned was storytelling. And we have some pretty epic stories we've told with some of our music videos. And we shot them mostly in our area of the Pacific Northwest outside. And he's just really amazing at, putting our story to our music and to the video itself and making it, exactly what I would envision and even more. So that would be my advice to you, is to find somebody that's just starting out in production and see where they can take their project building with you. Because that's exactly what we did. We found him when he was just starting out. Now he's much bigger and much more well-known than he was when we started out with him. He was just starting out his business. So we got to practice with him and he practiced with us. So if you find anybody that's maybe close to your age or in high school that wants to do that for a living and just start practicing with them, you might make some pretty cool things because of the technology that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody out there watching, get a hold of them for an epic music video.
Yes. Help them tell their story.
Yeah.
Well, and before we sign out, we'd like to highlight where exactly our viewers and fans can find you and follow you. So could you plug where they can find you one more time?
Okay, so you can find us on Facebook, which our Facebook username, well, it's just the Yeloy page.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, which we have a Yeeloy YouTube channel. We've got individual Instagrams as well as a Yeeloy Instagram. Yeeloy Instagram is Yeeloy1. My Instagram is Rose Ramon Farrell, and yours is
Punk Rock and Matilda.
Oh my God, I love that.
Love those names.
Our TikTok is it's just Yeeloy. On Spotify and Apple Music and Pandora and all sorts, we're also Yeeloy. You can find us mainly anywhere, and we're also on Twitter as well, which is Yeeloy Punk Rock, I think, or Yeeloy1. But just find us. We are Yeeloy on there.
And on our Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, yes, you can find our Bandcamp site, which is
that's where you can download all our like music,
and you can download our single that came out the other day.
Awesome.
Musicians Hangout, just subscribe to your Yeeloy.
Yay, that's awesome. And don't forget, followers, to subscribe to Yeeloy and to Musicians Hangout if you haven't yet. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook.
Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Do it now.
Share.
Sharing is caring. Well, ladies, we have a few minutes.
All right, ladies.
left.
Yes. So is there anyone that you would like to give out a special shout out before we sign out for tonight?
Johnny Ketchup of the Quits.
Yeah, Johnny. Absolutely love it.
We'd love to thank Johnny for all of his support and everything. He's just been absolutely fantastic to us.
He's amazing.
Great.
Oh, he's
And
such
the
a
Quits.
sweetheart. Yes,
And
and,
the
the
Quits.
Quits.
Awesome. Yes.
Well, we'd like to wish them well on their coming tour too. So have a fun and safe tour, Quits. We love you guys.
Right. And I hope you find a drummer very soon.
Yes. I think they might have. I'll check. I think they might have found a drummer yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, yay. Then the Quits will be.
Yeah. I'd have to double check that, but I think I read that yesterday. Yeah. So that was a quick turnover.
Excellent.
Thank goodness. Drummers are hard to find.
Good drummers. That's fine.
You can find them on Musicians Hangout, though.
Right. Well,
All
it's
right,
been a pleasure having you ladies on the show.
Definitely.
And I am very excited to see the new stuff, your new EP. I'm definitely going to, I'm gonna buy it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do.
Waiting for that vinyl to come out. I'll be spinning it for sure. And we'll be watching you grow. So stay connected with us, and we'll stay connected with
Yes.
you. And when you
Of
are
course,
ready to start, selling your album, let us know and we'll help promote you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. So we have come to the end of our night, and I will bid you all adieu, and I'll take us out. You ready?
Mm.
All right. Here we go. All right, everyone. Good night. We love you. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for following.